Oh, hey, hi, how you doing? Okay, good. This is the Rogue. Today I am at the Wind River Built factory in Cleveland, Tennessee, and one of the reasons I wanted to come out here was to see the Rogue. And now here I am. That's kind of the way it works. I had been hearing about this from a show over in Denver for a few weeks now, and it's been on my list of things to see. So yeah, let's check it out. Wind River Built is right in the middle of unveiling a couple new series as they scale up production in their new factory, and this is the first one. So in this series, this is the smallest unit. It's got a total footprint of 12 by 22, including the porch and overhangs, and then the series has two larger units above this. Whenever there's a new series launched, I like to get up in there as soon as possible because new is exciting and people like to know what's available. So today I'm going to be doing something a little different. I'm going to talk about two structures because there's the Rogue here, but there's another one off to the right, and it kind of goes together with the Rogue almost as a pair. They don't come together, but when they're put together, it just makes sense, and you'll see why. The Rogue has a footprint of 180 square feet, and then jumping up to the next size, they've got the Nova at 286, and then jumping up to the largest in this series, they've got the Ronin at 390. So a few different sizes to choose from, but today we're going to focus on the Rogue. So if you look here, they've got the Hardy Board horizontal panels here, and then that's accented with this Douglas fir cladding that I think looks quite nice. The Rogue is on a steel frame, and one of the things that I really like about it is the overhang. So they got built-in LEDs around this side and on the front. You've got the covered porch running down the side. You've got the covered porch on the end, which is great for sitting. You can stay out there. If it's raining, you're going to be under the cover, and that's always a nice little bonus. So as I head down this way, you can see they've got the black door here. They've got the black window above that. On the end, almost forgot to mention, they've got the big window right on the end, which when you're on the inside, is a very nice feature. I'm going to take a quick walk around the outside so you can see the Rogue from every angle, and then let's head inside and talk about what this model has to offer. The Rogue is described as a sleek single-level retreat designed with minimalism and efficiency in mind. It goes on to say that the space features a studio-style sleeping and living area, kitchenette, and an integrated 4-foot front porch for indoor-outdoor living. Its clean lines, large panoramic window, and contemporary design make it a striking addition to any landscape. A few key specs that people might be interested in include a standing seam metal roof, closed cell spray foam insulation in the ceiling, floors, and walls, and inside it has engineered hardwood floors. Let's duck inside and see what they have going on with the interior. Welcome inside the Rogue. Now, as you might have noticed already, this is a completely different layout than anything I've ever shown on the channel. And the first thing you might be wondering is, wait a minute, Carrie, where's the bathroom? Great question, and the answer is there isn't one. This is from their hospitality series, and the two larger models in the series do have bathrooms. However, the design of the Rogue is more geared towards glamping, Airbnb style stuff where you're gonna have like a communal bathroom that people can go to. So these are a weekend getaway type deal. With that said, it is a very cool build and there's lots to talk about, so let's have a look around. There are multiple things about the way the Rogue is set up that make it unique, and it's got some very cool features, so lots to talk about. First is the bed placement kind of right in the middle of the structure. So because of the industry it's designed for, sleeping is a big part of that, and another important factor is views and I guess ambiance. So they've got this bed set up in a way that when you wake up, you're looking out this window that's taking almost the entire end wall. And one of the things that I like about it is instead of doing like a rectangle window here, a rectangle window here, and then a taller one here, kind of gradually going up, they've got this window that actually follows the exact shape of the roof line. And I just think it looks awesome. So you wake up, you look at the view, you maybe reach back to the coffee maker over there, make yourself a coffee, and honestly, what better way to get your day started if you're glamping than with a coffee and a view. Another thing I like about what they've done in here is they've dialed the cottage feel way up with all the wood. So they got the wood panel on the walls, they got the wood on the ceiling, and combined with the roof slope, it is a modern cottage feel, which I think is Very popular right now. I like it. The Rogue is what I guess you could call a dry unit. So there is no water coming in, there's no water black or gray going out. But let's see what they've done in the kitchenette, because people are going to expect a couple amenities. I can see over there they've got the coffee maker, but let's check what else is going on. My favorite part, and by far, about how they set up this kitchenette is where you eat. So they've got this kind of eating bar set up, and you'll notice that it is facing out to the view, assuming there is a view out that window. This may very well be an unpopular opinion, but if you're glamping on a romantic getaway, you don't have to be looking into the eyes of whoever you're with for the entire time. You can both enjoy the view, glance over once in a while, talk, and really the reason that you're glamping is to enjoy the surroundings. This is not dating advice, I'm just saying my thoughts. I like it that you can sit here and enjoy the view and the conversation. That's just me. Let's keep moving. What else is going on in this kitchenette? Now, down below, they've got the mini fridge right here. They've got 2 plugs there. Obviously, one's going to be for the coffee machine, and then a shelf up here. So they got a little storage down there, slides each way. And that pretty much is the entire kitchen tour. So obviously, you're not going to be cooking too much in this kitchenette, but you've got enough surface area to slap together a couple sandwiches or whatever you're bringing on your getaway. As you walk in the door, they've got this bench seating right here, so you can either sit there, you can put your suitcase there, there's a spot underneath where you can slide your shoes off, mini split up above, and honestly that pretty much wraps up the interior of the Rogue. But let's not forget there's a whole nother structure over there that is definitely going to complement this one, especially on a weekend getaway. Let's go check it out. Picture this, you are on a weekend getaway. Romance is in the air. You just had your morning coffee, you had breakfast. But what are you gonna do next? You've enjoyed the view. How about you march over to this outdoor shower slash sauna unit? Now, I am not the authority on saunas. However, I do like to take showers, and this is about as cool as they get. What I like about what they've done here is below where I'm standing, they've got a steel grate. And then on top of that, they've got this river rock right here, and then these flat rocks above that, kind of sitting on top of the river rock, giving the shower a place to stand. So you come outside, you turn the shower on. I think you're supposed to shower before you get into the sauna and after. I'm not exactly 100% clear on the etiquette, but I think that probably makes the most sense. I'm the kind of guy that likes to shower at least once per day because I run hot and I get disgusting. Simple as that. So I need to have access to a shower, and if I had this right beside the Rogue, I would be a happy camper, so to speak. I can come out here, hose myself down as much as I want, and I just think it's a nice addition complementing the Rogue. Let's check out the inside of the sauna. So walking inside the sauna, they have got 2 layers of seating here. I'm gonna go up to the second layer. I've been in a couple saunas. I don't go in them often because, as I mentioned, I basically am a sauna. I don't need to come in here to sweat. However, they are quite popular, so let's get into a few of the details that they've got going on here. If you're sitting there wondering, wait a minute, there's no room for a hot water tank. It's only gonna be cold showers out there, kind of like a hot ice bath situation. You know, it's not a terrible thought, but it is wrong because on this unit, they do have hot water on demand. So you could take a hot shower and run it as long as you want, which is a nice bonus. Inside the sauna, they've got thermally modified Nordic spruce, and it does smell nice. It smells nice in here, kind of like Christmas. And then on the ground, they've got tiles. They've got the 2 layers of seating. They've got LED lights that aren't on right now because the generator's off. And then they've got the sauna feature that I'm guessing puts off, or I'm not guessing, I know puts off all the heat. It is, again, not on either, which I'm thankful for because I'm in a jacket. Just like the Rogue, they've got the picture window on the side for any big important views. With my little knowledge of saunas, I do think it's a cool unit, and they are all the rage right now. People are talking about cold plunging, they're talking about saunas and the health benefits, which is great. I think it's a great market to go into, and when you're in the hospitality space, like I said, it does complement what they're doing with the Rogue, so kind of a neat pair to go together. This unit that I'm sitting in starts at $49,000. Let's head back outside and I'll tell you about the price of their hospitality series. there you have it, the Rogue from Wind River Built. Couple of my favorite features include the slope of the roof with the big overhang on the front and side. I love this big window on the front, and given the right placement, I think sitting inside or waking up in that bed and looking out at that view would be pretty sweet. Another thing I like is it's different. So I like how they've got the little bar behind the bed. So again, if this is set up for its intended use in hospitality, you can sit there and look out at whatever view you're looking at. So it could be a lake, could be the forest, could be the desert, who knows? These things could go anywhere, really. All in all, it's a cool unit. Let's get into the pricing. First things first, I know a lot of people who tune into this channel are looking for options that they can live in full time, so I'm going to include the two larger options in this series that have a bathroom. Starting with this one, the Rogue, which is what I'm sitting in front of right now, starts at $64,000. Jumping up to the Nova, they're starting at $97,000. And then another jump again up to the Ronin, you're starting at $167,000. That's all I've got for today. I hope you enjoyed the tour of the Rogue from Wind River Built. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.